One young fawn in a maze, eager-eyed in the milky haze, scampers round.
The nocturnal people or Europeans.
Legs and knobbly knees, twitching tail and tongue in cheek. She munches fruit from gnarled trees, looking smug and fresh and pleased. She wanders so sloppily and eats.
So, I already got some pretty crazy traffic off of that video. I gotta just keep doing it, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what I want to work on, really. I can just finish off Bioshock, upload a bunch of 4K videos. The problem is, with the 4K, it takes like 2.5 hours to transfer a 30-minute video, and then it takes like 4 hours to finish processing it, maybe even longer than that. Like, but the quality difference is worth it. I'm just streaming right now because I don't really want to make anything tonight, I don't think. Or if I do, it's gonna be tomorrow, more than likely, when I'm gonna start working on it. Good content, though, has to actually be intriguing. Like, needs to have social element and all that shit, which... I don't know. Neverwinter Nights, maybe. I could just do some roleplay and make some videos with that, but that content isn't gonna get the most views. Not that I really give a shit. It's more just like a game to me at this point. Like, hey, let's see how many numbers. Let's see how high I can get this number. But I don't really have a long-term plan for it. Play Warhammer 3. People like watching Warhammer 3. The other thing people like watching is things that have progression, like a story. Like that's I think why a lot of people like the Kenshi videos, even though I'm not like putting a bunch of editing savvy into it to make it like a really good story, like make a machinima style thing, which would be fun. I mean, I like editing. It's just something like that takes like a day and a half of sitting in an editing program, and knowing me with like my OCD and perfectionism in regards to the videos I make, I like to have them sync up perfectly with like everything happening. So it would take me a bit. Maybe that's what I'll do this week. Start like a Kenshi series from like an episode 1. I know that would do well. It's just a lot of work. What else? I'll just keep doing a lot of the ray tracing videos, throwing those up, because I know people like seeing the 4K stuff if they have 4K monitors, or even the 1440p stuff if they have a 1440p monitor. I'll probably play Rogue Trader. Here's the thing with Rogue Trader. So Rogue Trader comes out in like 2 months. I spent a bunch of money to get an early key for it, and I played through a couple hours worth of content. But, I mean, I love Warhammer. I've been collecting Warhammer models for a long time. I lived in Australia for about 4 or 5 years, and over in Australia, it's a lot like the UK, where they have not hobby shops, which is what the US has, where you have to go to buy your Warhammer stuff. They have actual Games Workshop places. So they would have crazy boards set up for games, tournaments all the time. I collected Space Marines and Imperial Guard, Black Templars, and initially it was Catachans, and then I swapped to just like regular Imperial Guard. Yeah, I've been playing that for decades. New Space Marine should be cool, but like Rogue Trader, so the guys who make Rogue Trader made the Pathfinder Kingmaker and the other Pathfinder game, which the thing about Owlcat Games is, of any developer I've ever like seen, they really don't know how to release their games in a state that is I'm gonna lower my audio a bit. I'm seeing myself hitting the red a bit here, and I don't want to fucking deafen anyone when they come in here and listen to shit. But their games, the way they release them is just, they seem to have no means of crushing their bugs early. They release it very buggy. They let everyone test it for like 6 months, and then by then you have an actual game. So anytime you buy an Owlcat game, like an RPG, make sure you wait. Like, if you really want to experience it the way they intend, wait like 6 months to a year after it releases, and then they'll be like, all right, we have a finished game now. But yeah. Pathfinder Kingmaker, I never finished. It was okay, but the second one they released, I forget the name, was 10 times better. Of course, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. I have like... So I play Baldur's Gate 3 very weird. Because I've been waiting for it for so long. I haven't even come close to beating it. I'm only at the start of Act 2. Because I have... At one point, I think I had 10 characters or something that I just speed ran through the start over and over and over again. So that way I could swap between the characters and see all the content in one go. Because I don't like the idea of playing one character, you go through the game, you know everything that's going to happen, and then you go back and do it again in a different way. I like it where I know what's going to happen up to a point, but everyone's at that point, and then my favorite one, I can push forward into the next area and be like, okay, that's what's going to happen. And then the ones I don't like as much, I'll, catch them up. Just kind of a time-consuming and weird way to play, but I like the game so much it doesn't bother me. And I'm still hitting the red. Like, Kevin came in here the other night and was like, oh, you sound fine, but I don't like redlining. Audio leveling on YouTube is so goddamn weird because some people, they don't give a shit. Everything for their audio levels will be in the red, but when you go to their channel and listen to their, like, if you have your YouTube volume all the way up, then it's deafening. But on my channel, it seems like if you have your volume halfway, then everything sounds kind of like, it's okay. It's not too loud. So I don't know. Anyway. So what are we doing tonight? What are we doing tonight? Because I basically slept all day. I am nocturnal right now. Until I get paid tomorrow, and then I'll fix my sleep schedule because I got a bunch of shit I gotta do next month. Next month is going to be a busy month. I gotta get new glasses, I gotta go to that dentist, I gotta do a bunch of shit. Glasses that I had for like 5 or 6 years. It's weird. Anyone who wears glasses, you have this accoutrement that you are essentially wired on your fucking face for 5 or 6 years. So when you don't have them, you look like a completely different person, and it's like a whole different vibe. Like, I've gone to multiple stores where they see me like every day, like the gas station or whatever, 7-Eleven, I'll stop in there, grab a couple of drinks or whatever. And they kept not recognizing me. They were like, wait a minute. And they would look at my ID because I would buy smokes and stuff, and they'd be like, oh, it's you. So it's a weird thing because I'm gonna have to choose a new pair of glasses, and that's something that's gonna define my face for like the next 5 or 6 fucking years until they break. I had a nice pair I liked before. It was like a Columbia pair. It was just kind of larger frame, but I liked them. That's a tough choice. But the thing is, when I go in, like, there's a lot of people, I know I say all this, but when I go to the glasses place, or the optometrist, I'm not going to spend more than like 5 minutes in there. I'm going to scan through the wall and be like, I like these, and then just leave. That's how it went last time. Either I know what I like, I guess, or I just don't care. I don't know. I'm in the mood to play something that's kind of like a simulator, like Crusader Kings, RimWorld, Warhammer to some extent. What other? Kenshi, of course. I was thinking of something else though. Starbound. That's another one that's kind of fun. It shows I have quit Discord because that's using some of my upload. Sometimes I look at some of the games on Steam that are trending, and I'm just like, it's kind of hilarious. Wow, there's a lot of stuff on sale right now. Project Zomboid is $13.39. Go buy it. It's worth it. Haven't finished Phantom Liberty yet. A bunch of my friends are playing Sims right now. They're all playing the Sims multiplayer. Hogwarts on sale. I never finished Hogwarts Legacy either. Black Desert's $3. I really haven't gotten into an MMO in years. I just don't have the time investment for it. If I was to get... Ooh, Fallout 76 is $8 right now? I think I'm going to reinstall that. Because I was having some fun playing with it, and I'm kind of wanting to, like, because I'm in a weird mood where I want to be social, but at the same time, I don't want to be too social. So, I don't know. Like, talking to my friends and stuff is like... I mean, I love talking to my friends. It's just at the same time, I don't know. There's like a weird vibe going on there that I don't like. And it's been happening for like months, and I don't know what it is, and I'm done with it. So instead, I find random ass online people to talk to, because why not? You never know who you're gonna meet. One of the people I get along with the most, it seems like, I literally met in Last Oasis. He's go check out his channel. It's Nice Peak down at the bottom. He's gone by a couple different names over the years, but he's a cool dude. But ever since he had a kid, his life is pretty much tied up in that, because once you have a kid, that's, you know, that is your life. Although I see him hanging out with his friends, but I don't know. I don't know, chat. Empty chat, I don't know. Let's see. Remnant 2, which I never finished. Trying to find something that at least fits the vibe, because I mean, in October is almost over. Obviously, I have to play something scary. It's like a requirement. Ooh, Callisto Protocol went down from $60 to $24. I feel bad. That guy, like, I think it was the devs who made Dead Space, and I watched some interviews with them, and they seem like really cool guys, but anyway. Oh, Total War Pharaoh released, and no one gave a shit. And mixed reviews. I feel like they hit their stride with Warhammer, and now they keep trying to go back to like classical, but like it's just not as popular. They did one before, Egypt one, I can't remember what it was, but same deal with that, like no one played it. Granted, I did play the Thrones of Britannia stuff they released a while back, that was kind of fun. I do not know. Oh, one of my favorite games, though, Worlds Adrift, they're making an unofficial sequel to it. I forget what it's called, but it's the same developer. It's the guys who made Surgeon Simulator, I think. You wouldn't think they would make a game like Worlds Adrift, but they did, and it was amazing, but it's dead now. I am in a Discord, however, with a bunch of modders that are trying to kind of revive it. The problem is they used a server clustering technology called Spatial OS, and what that did was it kind of had like a weird clustering architecture where you would need a certain amount of servers in order for it to work correctly. So the people who have been working, coding it out, trying to get it running off of like a single server have been running into a bunch of roadblocks. And it's a proprietary tech that they couldn't continue to pay the license for. So you have to imagine it's probably some fucking crazy code. Anyway. It'd be kind of fun to start a Dwarf Fortress run. I've never been that good at Dwarf Fortress. Like there are people who have been playing that for decades and they know exactly what you're supposed to do, but I just picked it up when it got released on Steam, and I really don't know much about it. I put a few hours into it, but anyway. Oh, hey, Space Engineers, free weekend, 26th to the 30th. So that's for 2 more days. I might get back into Space Engineers too. I got pretty far into that on the Star Wars server. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to download that. So I have a list of things I want to download. So 76, Space Engineers. I also don't want to put too much on my hard drive because, like I said, when I'm recording that 4K video, it ends up being like 11 gig for 30 minutes. So if I want to record something for a couple hours, it's going to be taking up a big chunk of space. There's nothing really that I want to uninstall right now. How much space do I have right now? I think like half a terabyte. 498 gig. If I install those two things, probably gonna get 100 and something gig. That's what we're gonna do though. So I'm gonna cut the stream here. I'm gonna download some games and I'll be back. Maybe. I'll either stream it or I'm just gonna start recording it in 4K and then it'll be a video